Breaking news. You will be surprised as APC members rights. APC members have written to the screening committee and to APC bodies saying Osinbajo will definitely deliver. Says APC should disqualify Tinubu over Chicago affair. Apparently, there was some affair that happened some time ago, which the people are looking at and saying this man does not have the credibility to be able to become, president and the one who will, who will lead us and who will, be our presidential flag bearer, because anything can anything can spring up. And that very thing can become the real issue why people may not, vote for a party. But Nigeria, again, as it were, anything goes unless God helps us, really. Yeah? So let's get all the details. So, that's what's going on. And then let's get all the details. As APC writes, members write that Tinubu should be screened out as a result of a Chicago affair. Well, let's see. Speaking with journalists in Kanu on Monday, Lawan said Osinbajo has the capacity to govern because he has just been in the leadership struggle for the past 8 years, serving in a very challenging capacity, one of the most trying time in Nigerians' history. The chairman said every Nigerian could attest to the fact that the vice president is articulated and eager, working earnestly. He worked and has been working in terms of the economy. Buhari giving him that task. We are confident of his ability and capacity to deliver. He's a personality of a no means reputation of high standard academy, excellent. He has been in the leadership struggle for the past 8 years and has been serving very well. Every discontented Nigeria can attest to the fact that Osinbajo is the man to bring us to that desired position. It is high time for every right-thinking Nigerians to step up to the game and to gain the vote of the people, credibility. If Nigerians truly are to vote with what we have in PDP today, Osinbajo stands a better chance for a nation crying for change. We are in a very challenging time today. The situations in which we find ourselves, to elect leaders who have no credibility will be a shame and the party will regret it. We have no reason to elect those who have worked in very compromising situations in time past. In a letter dated May the 7th, Sage asked the party to disqualify Tinubu over alleged forged document he tendered to the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, in 1998. Lawan said, though Tinubu is above the required age to contest the office of the president, his age is not known exactly, adding that the obvious situations surrounding the presidential hopeful could jeopardize the party's chances at the polls. We therefore urge the screening committee to invoke the powers invested on them by the constitution and guidelines of our party to disqualify Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu for taking part in the APC primary election for the presidential election. He has said it in his letter, which he wrote to the screening committee. Right now, what we're experiencing and all that is going on is that Tinubu has no credibility to bring this nation to the desired position that we ought to be. Nigerians must be aware that Tinubu is a man who cannot be relied upon. And so we call on all well-meaning people of APC to consider Yemi Osinbajo, who we know will deliver on the mandate. Well, my people, that is what is going on. They've asked the screening committee to look at the candidacy of Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu very critically, putting into consideration that the Labour Party has Peter Obi. Peter Obi is one of the governors in Nigeria today with the finest CV, having served as Anambra State governor, and he served with so much integrity. Yes, the man served so much that he left money in the in the state's treasury. He encouraged local productivity. I mean, Peter Obi is that man to beat. It's not a saint, however, he did excellently well when he had the opportunity to serve. Today, he can boldly go back to his track record and tell you why he needs to become Nigerian's president. Hardly do we have that same report cutting across lines of the aspirant who wants to become Nigerian's president. Well, looking very critically at the People Democratic Party, who has chosen a man also with questionable character, talking about the person of Atiku Abubakar. The members of APC are now looking at it critically and saying the man who can deliver us the vote for Nigerians who want credibility and someone who can deliver is the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo. Looking at Tinubu, there have been scandals and a lot of issues around his leadership, and him being Lagos State Governor. Before he told Buhari he was going to contest, he had to first of all had to settle the alpha beta issue out of court. So with many of these other issues surrounding scandals around him, the Chicago affair, documentation forgery, and what have you, members of APC who are concerned are writing the screening committee to consider Yemi Osinbajo, saying he's the one who could potentially deliver on this mandate and bring APC to victory at the polls. Well, again, that is their opinion. Is that the same opinion cutting across board? Because at the end of the day, one person will emerge as the presidential flag bearer of APC, just like we have seen at the Labour Party, Peter Obi, People Democratic Party, the person of Atiku Abubakar. So these are possibilities, and it is high time Nigerians we begin to look very critically at the persons we are bringing into leadership, because they will represent us not just nationally but internationally. You don't want Nigeria to be in a questionable position where they will say fantastically corrupt. The former Prime Minister of Great Britain, he looked at Buhari when he really got elected and said, fantastically corrupt. And Nigerians at that point in time, we think say we don't see sense. Everybody say, why he go talk like that? But today we all agree, we all agree, say, hey, we are all in one accord on those grounds, on those regards. Well, my wonderful people, we are at another crossroad and junction in our nation today where it is time to pick another leader. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe, click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Remember, we must deliver. Bye for now.